Earlier this week, President Trump hosted his first Hanukkah reception as president at the White House. His family was also in attendance.
Well, I know for a fact there are a lot of happy people in this room. Jerusalem. Thank you, and Melania and I are thrilled to welcome you and so many wonderful friends to the White House. We wish you a very happy Hanukkah. And I think this one will go down as especially special. I'm also proud that my beautiful grandchildren, Arabella, Joseph, and Theodore, have joined us tonight, right here, as we celebrate with all of you the sacred traditions that they observe each year at home. This evening we gathered to celebrate the story that is told in Jewish homes across the country and all over the world, a story that began more than 2,000 years ago with a tyrant made practicing the Jewish faith punishable by death. He desecrated the Jewish temple, including the Holy of Holies. But a small band of Jewish patriots rose up, defeated a mighty army, and soon reclaimed their freedom. But the miracle of the Maccabees did not end there. As they prepared to rededicate the temple, they found only enough oil to light the lamp for a single night. Soon, all were stunned to find that for 8 days, the lamp continued to burn brightly, a sign of God's presence in his dwelling place and a symbol of the faith and resilience of the Jewish people. You do have faith and you do have resilience. The miracle of Hanukkah is the miracle of Israel. The descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob have endured unthinkable persecution and oppression. But no force has ever crushed your spirit, and no evil has ever extinguished your faith. And that is why the Jewish people shine as a light to all nations. And right now, I'm thinking about what's going on and the love that's all over Israel and all about Jerusalem. On behalf of all Americans, I also want to say how grateful I am for Jewish congregations throughout our country. You cherish your families, support your communities, and uplift our beloved country. Hanukkah is a time for Jewish families around the world to celebrate the miracles of the past and promises of the future. We are proud to stand with the people of Israel and to renew our enduring bond. Today we are honored to have with us the congregation's 10th spiritual leader since the American Revolution, Rabbi Soloveitchik. That wasn't bad. You think that's an easy one? It's not. Thank you, Rabbi, very much for being with us. Thank you for being with us. We're also, but he's so happy with yesterday that he doesn't care if I get it exactly. Thank you, Rabbi.
If you go to Jerusalem today, you will see that, in contrast to most Jewish communities around the world that kindle the lights inside their homes, there they do it as it was done originally, right outside the door of their homes. And what that represents is both a Jewish idea but also an American idea. That when people of faith leave their homes and enter the world, enter the public square, they take their beliefs and their religious identity with them. They don't check their beliefs at the door when they enter the world. And what this evening represents is that as American Jews, we can not only bring our beliefs with us out into society and out into the world, but we can bring it out of our homes and into your home, into the home of the President of the United States, the home of the American people. And so we thank you, Mr. President, and you, Mrs. Trump, for all that this evening embodies to all of us. Because it is not yet Chanukah, the usual blessings over the menorah, over the Chanukah lamp, will not be said. But there are two blessings that we can pronounce before the President's grandchildren actually light this beautiful Chanukah lamp that represents so much of Jewish history and American Jewish history. The first blessing is the blessing that, according to Jewish tradition, is recited when we are in the presence of a head of state. And according to the rabbis, we are instructed to recite this blessing in order to remind us of the God from whom all power and distinction derives, just as the American founders strove to remind us that as Americans, it is from God that our rights derive, not from the state, but from God. And so, in the presence of the President, we recite the blessing first in English and then in Hebrew. Blessed art thou, Lord our God, King of the universe, who bestows power and distinction upon flesh and blood. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan mikvodo lebasar vadam. The second blessing that we recite is the one said according to Jewish tradition when we have received joyous tidings. It's recited by all Jews on the first night of Chanukah, and we can say it now because of the joyous tidings that we have just received. Jerusalem, of course, lies at the very heart and soul of every Jew and of Judaism itself. We pray 3 times a day for the rebuilding of Jerusalem. And the light of Chanukah represents not only the undying light of Judaism, but the light of Jerusalem itself that burns in every Jewish soul. And so, now that we have received very joyous tidings, because for the first time since the founding of the State of Israel, an American president has courageously declared what we have always proclaimed, which is that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. We therefore bless God who has allowed us to live to see this joyous day. And so we say, Baruch atah melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. We'll now proceed with the lighting of the Chanukiah of the menorah. I will light the shamash, the top light, and then the President's grandchildren will kindle the first light, heralding symbolically the upcoming first night of Chanukah. As soon as the President's grandchildren light this light, please join me in singing the first stanza of one of the most beloved of Chanukah songs, which is Ma'oz Tzur. And I mean, please join me, because we do not want to subject the President and the First Lady to my own singing. So all those who know, please join me. I will light the shamash. And then you take the candle. Great. Just there you go. You got it. Great. Do you want to help your sister? Excellent. Light it right there. You got it. Ma'oz tzur Yeshuati lechana elishabeach tikam beitefilati. Great job. Lo dam izabeach le'etachit. Great job. Mitzor ha'naveach azek mor b'shir mizmor Chanukah tamizbeach azek mor b'shir mizmor Chanukah tamizbeach. Happy Chanukah.